I just gotta ramble, you know, a little bit. Yeah, I just felt like talking about something that happened to me actually. Okay, so the other day, right, I was doing something with someone not really important in what I was doing. Nonetheless, I was like kind of like close-ish in terms of proximity to that person, right? And it's a guy, just to let you know. And yeah, so we're kind of close, right? And I usually don't look at people like straight in the eyes like constantly, you know what I'm saying? Like I do, like from time to time, like I do tell myself, you know, like I should sometimes, whatever. Especially when I talk to a girl, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Like, this guy started like looking at me like straight in the eyes, right? And I'm like, okay, like, you know, like I look up, like, yeah, like he's taller than me, whatever. And I look up sometimes and I'm like, oh shit, like, okay, he's like constantly looking at me, you know? So sometimes I like kind of like go like, you know, my sight kind of goes like to his eyes and then comes and then goes back down kind of thing, goes around, goes back, goes around, whatever. And I'm like, yo, this guy is like staring at me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's staring at my eyes. I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? So yeah, so as this guy is like dead staring at me, I go, okay, wait a second. I feel like I felt at that point like me not being able to look at him in the eyes was kind of like me accepting to be inferior, you know? That was goes through my mind. That's what goes through my mind, right? So I'm like, how the F, you know, or how the hell like would I accept to be under him, you know, or be inferior, you know what I'm saying? Then at some point I'm like, okay, yo, just try to look at him in the eyes, right? So I try. I'm like, yo, I can't. I'm like, no, come on, yeah, you can do it. I try again, can't. And I'm like, yo, just do it, and whatever happens, right? And I'm like, and whenever I say this, I always need to kind of like have like a plan, you know, like a plan B of like, oh, but what if, you know, he asks me like, oh, that's weird, or it tells me that's weird, or whatever, like that's awkward. He tells me like, what's up? Why am I looking at him like straight in the eyes, whatever. I'll just be like, yo, like I'm just chilling, you know. So that was the response I like planned. So then I started looking at him in the eyes, and he looks at me, and then as soon as I start staring, he goes like this, and then he moves, and I'm like, oh damn, that's crazy. So then I'm like, yo, wait, let me do that again, right? So I stop staring, whatever, and then he starts staring again. So I'm like, okay, part two, right? And I go again, and he goes, we have like that like 3 to 5 second stare, right? Which is like, honestly, it feels like forever. If you've ever had like a stare, like a staring contest ish with like someone, you know, it's 3 to 5 seconds is long, you know what I'm saying? So we go like 3 to 5 seconds, we stare, and then he and then he lowers his eyes. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And I guess what's really crazy is that I realized that, yo, confidence is such a big thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, and even if it's like fake confidence, it's like, it's still really good, you know what I'm saying? Because like, let's say like okay, so for myself, like I'm not saying like I had like the most like confidence kind of thing. It was more like, oh, let me, like I almost did it like by pride, you know, more than by confidence. Is that even with fake confidence, I was able to like show him that I had more confidence than him, you know? But then that made me think like, yo, what if like fake confidence, cause like, I don't know, it made me realize first that fake confidence is like a thing, you know? And like, but then I'm thinking like, maybe that's just confidence, you know? And maybe I just had it wrong, you know? Cause for me, confidence was like, oh, like, let's say, like, I go to a bar, I'm, like, confident that I could take anyone, you know? Like, if anyone would want to fight with me, let's say, like, I'm confident enough that I could beat anyone. Okay, that's one. But then, what if you go to a bar, you have no idea how to fight, but you exude, like, confidence, you know? Or fake confidence, as I would call it, you know? So then you would pretend like you're not scared of anyone, but in reality, you know that if anything goes down, really, you wouldn't know how to do anything, you know? But then, is that like confidence, or is that like fake confidence, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like if you have fake confidence, you'll be good to go by, you know? Just by pretending like you're the shit. Anyways, There's my rambling, I guess. I just thought of this recently, you know, and I think I'll just start sharing a lot of my random thoughts, just cause. So deuces.